All right, hey everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Okay, so I know we've been sort of out of it for the last week or so, and just kind of wanted to bring you around and show you what we've been doing. Okay, so here Skylar is running a skid steer, and we're piling some tops for our landowner. He's hired us to do that for him, and we're just doing the finish work, cleaning up, sweeping our way out, and just making everything look good as we come out. We're done with this job. Skylar's putting the finishing touches on this bottom pile down here. And then I'm going to be loading out some logs that we kind of threw to the side that really weren't any good for saw logs. But I've got a buddy of mine with a small band mill, and he wanted them to saw. So we threw them to the side for him, and we're going to get those logs to him. And then kind of toward the end of the video, I'm slicking down the road. So, feel free to skip around. I know it's not going to be nothing super interesting, but we kind of wanted to show y'all the whole process of what we go through, in our logging. We will have some more videos coming out here soon of the mules and logging. I actually started the prep work on the new job today. I wasn't able to take y'all along with me on that. Because these videos, they come out, usually a couple days after we've done the job. But anyway, I just wanted to take y'all along here and show you kind of the finished product of what things look like when we're done. Of course, this job's a little different because, like I say, the landowner did hire us to pile the tops, which is kind of good. I mean, it supplements our income for the skid steer and helps pay for it. So, we ain't going to argue too much. I don't particularly want to get in the land clearing business, though. Anyway, so y'all can see, how we've made these brush piles. And then down here south of that pond, there's some brush piles down there. And we tried to get the majority of the stuff cleaned up. There's a fine line between, being productive and cleaning up and then just wasting a bunch of time on the machine too. So we've tried to do the best compromise we could to save the landowner as much money as we could. And y'all, after these tops has had a while to dry out, we'll come back and burn them for the landowner and then repile them and, try to get them all burned up and cleaned up for him. Now, right there in the center of the screen is some of those logs I've been piling for my buddy that we threw to the side. And here I am putting them on a log truck. They're ugly. I know it. And it's mostly for, probably would be more for pulpwood than anything. But he said he wanted them, so I'm going to let him have them. Now, we had these logs staged at different places throughout the job, and then as we got everything cleaned up and kind of tidied up a little bit, we tightened up our staging spots a little bit, and I was able to get the log truck out here red close to where I needed to be. You don't want to spend a bunch of time running back and forth with a machine or with the mules or anything. You don't even want to do that with a skidder. You don't want to spend a bunch of time and effort, riding a skidder around in the woods. If you don't have to, the shorter your drags are, the better off you are. And in this case, using the skid steer too. And y'all, like I said, we've had some weather here lately, so we've been kind of working off and on And in between, we've been trying to do maintenance, get some things took care of that needed doing. Need to do a little carburetor work on Red just to get him cleaned up a little. And let's see, had to pull the wagon wheel off of the wagon. One of the tires had a nail in it. We had to get that fixed. And one of the wrist pins in the skid steer on the tilt cylinder wasn't taking grease, so we had to knock it out and clean it and get it to where it would take grease. So it's just been a few things, that we've had to do. Plus, here in the next couple of days, I've got to get the Mule shod. So, being a one-man show and kind of playing all the parts, it takes its toll on you. Things just happen slow, y'all. So I apologize I don't get more videos out quicker for you. However, I do want to try to put up 2 videos a week if I can. And I tell y'all, I have really enjoyed having this thing. It's made our life a whole lot easier, especially on cleaning up and, straightening things up, making them look good. And y'all, we like to take pride in our work. We like things to look good, when we leave a place. And, it's made loading the truck so much easier. It's a lot easier on the truck. I mean, don't get me wrong, the side loader works, and it does a good job. But it's a little rougher on the truck, compared to what I'm doing here now. All right, now here is where the road was coming in and out, where we've been using the road the majority of the time when we've been on this track. And what I'm doing here is just back dragging it and just kind of smoothing it up a little bit. With a single axle truck and this skid steer and then the mules, we don't really tear up the ground, and we try to stay out of it when it's wet, as much as we can. So with the equipment that we have and the way we harvest timber, it really doesn't tear it up too bad anyhow. But with that being said, I did want to just spend a little bit of time to go in here and just kind of slick the roads back down, make it look good. Now y'all, over here where I'm working at now is where we had decked some logs and of course, you know, it scuffed the ground up a little bit, and twisting and turning with the skid steers tore the grass up a little and whatnot. So I want to just kind of slick that back down, make it look good. And I'm gonna move the camera here in a minute where y'all can see a little bit better. You know, I'm by myself, so I really didn't have a whole lot of options as far as the camera is concerned. I just got y'all perched on a stump there. Anyway, I do apologize for not getting you a closer up view. Now, I have been looking into getting some different camera mounts, you know, like suction mounts, tripods, whatnot, and maybe that'll help me get some better shots whenever I'm by myself. And speaking of that, y'all, I've got a couple few YouTube channels I want y'all to check out. Most of you probably already know about Working Horses with Jim Gordon, but I want to put a plug in there for Jim because he's done it for me. And Jim, thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate you if you're watching. Also, y'all, I want to tell you about two new ones that have come on board. One is Brandt Ainsworth, and two is John Stevens. John Stevens actually logs here in Tennessee, over in Somerville with my buddy Jeff Fergie. And Brandt is a longtime horse logger, and he works oxen, and he's got a lot of experience, y'all, and puts a lot of neat stuff on his YouTube channel. So y'all go check these guys out. And I'm going to put a link to their YouTube channel down in the description below. So hopefully it'll make it easy for y'all to find them. Okay, so what I'm doing right here in this particular spot, y'all, I had to load out the morning before the rain set in, and I had the log truck sitting right up here on this little gravel road on the left-hand side of the screen, and I couldn't go no further. I was going to get stuck. So I had to load out right here where I was at, and I kind of had to do a little twisting and turning in the yard with the skid loader, and it jacked the yard up just a little bit. So here I am just smoothing it back down, making it look good. Our grass here in Tennessee will start growing here in about a month, and you won't even be able to tell this was even a thing here in a little while. All right, everybody, this is gonna finish us up on this track of timber, and we got another one we're headed to, so we're gonna keep it moving. But I did want to bring you along, just show you a little bit of finished work. I know the mules are a lot more popular than the machine is, but I am thankful that we got this thing now, because we can come in here. You know, we decked a few logs right over here, and I got that slick back down, and then the road coming in and out. We've been using this road ever since we started this track, and I wanted to slick the road back down, make it look good. Of course, we really didn't tear up the ground no how. You know, with that machine being tracked in the log truck, it's not a real big truck, so we didn't really tear up the ground no how. But I still wanted to slick the roads back down, make it look good. And anyway, I hope y'all have enjoyed this tidbit coming along with me. Y'all hanging there with us. We'll have more videos to come. I know everybody enjoys the mules, and we'll have more of the mules coming. We're going to open up this new job. I got to get everything moved over there and get some timber laid down. We got to get some roads made and get some timber laid down, and I'll try to bring you along with me as we go. Y'all just be patient, because I know y'all like to see the mules. Just be patient with me. Right now is the machine's time to shine, because we've had to do finish work and, you know, do this piling these tops for our landowner, and now we got to move over to the next job and get that job ready to start logging. So y'all just be a little patient with us, and I promise you we'll be right back. Anyway, y'all take care, and thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.